All right, and we're back again for another episode of Range Returns in Real Estate. Yeah. Look, I can say the name smooth now. It only took
Triple
6,
R.
8 weeks
All
or
right.
something. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm here today. It's actually a treat of mine to get
Oh,
the dear, amazing Miss Dr. Felicia Scott
thank
out
you,
here.
Warren.
Okay, and before we turn on the camera, because I'm very transparent, I asked her what the title was because I've known her probably about a year now, and I still don't know her title. And I talk to her
Yes.
weekly, and I still do not.
Not that
I was like, Community Economic, okay, Prairie View
ex-
Community Economic Development
extension agent.
Extension Agent. Okay,
Yes, for Bexar County.
for Bear County. Okay,
Yes,
got you.
yes,
That's.
yes.
I hope you didn't have to put that on the bottom of an email signature. She did.
Actually, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's okay. It's
Sorry.
okay.
Okay. Anywho, part of the reason that I'm having here, selfishly, we have an event coming up called Stacks and Strategy on April the 11th that I will be a part of.
Yes.
As one of the presenters, whatever term I need to use for that, right? So I wanted to have her out here so that she could get an opportunity to talk about the event because she's actually the creator, the mastermind. She does all the things behind it. However, before I get into the event, tell me about your experience today and how
Oh.
you felt. If you felt safe, just tell me how you feel.
Okay. Well, yeah. So this was, as you know, my first time ever picking up a gun, and
Yeah.
I was very nervous about it,
Yeah.
but I said I'm gonna go with it. To overcome a fear.
Yeah.
And it was great. Once I got past the nervousness,
Mhm.
and you guys are great trainers,
Thank you.
I felt good. So
Yeah, well, we couldn't tell by your targets. Look, because I don't do this a whole lot. I don't do this a whole lot, but I'm going to show the targets in this video.
Oh my
'cause
gosh!
no,
Oh my
'cause
gosh!
they was official. Yeah, Marvin, he about to do something
Okay.
silly. He gonna come throw it in here.
Okay.
Oh, we're gonna show the targets in the video because
Okay.
she would put a little pressure on me if I was shooting. I like, okay, I can shoot anyway. Hold on. Yeah, bro, I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you.
What do you say? They dead.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
dead.
they dead. Yeah, they dead. They dead. No, but I definitely appreciate that feedback. You
Yeah.
felt safe, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, I wanna
absolutely.
make sure.
Yeah, and it gave me a sense of calm about it, and even after shooting, and just getting past that, it's like, oh, okay, it's okay. You know what I mean? So I don't have to be afraid of guns per se. You know what I mean? So
No,
yeah.
absolutely. Well, thank you for the trust
Yes.
between me and Marvin.
Yes.
Like I said, I talk to her almost weekly because we've been having weekly meetings
Yes,
leading up to
yes.
this. And so the fact that you still trusted me enough to come out here as frequently
Yeah,
as you talk to me,
yeah.
I appreciate that. That
Yeah,
does
no,
mean
no,
a lot.
no.
That
Thank
means
you.
a lot.
Thank you for the invitation.
Of course. So back to stats and strategy.
Yes.
So this will be year two.
Year two.
Year two for that. So
Yes.
tell me what the mastermind. I know the answer, but tell the
Right.
people kind of where
The
it came
people,
from.
yes. So April actually is National Financial Literacy Month, and financial illiteracy is $1 billion problem, right? And so we know that individuals, families are challenged in knowing not only in terms of income generation, but then how to protect that money, how to save that money, how to use that money, more effectively. And so the whole point behind this particular event is to equip individuals and families with the information, the education, the tools to better equip them and their families.
No, and I
Yeah.
love that. So I love it so much. She reached out to me about it. Yes, last year we did it. When she reached out to me about it this year, I said,
Yes.
yes, whatever you need. Yeah, because I knew her heart was in
Yes,
the right
yes.
place when it comes to that. Because when I say this lady puts in a tremendous amount of work surrounding this, I will tell like me seeing the differences from year one to year
Yes.
two.
Yes.
Year one was fine, and I told her that I was like, "Hey, everybody supposed to be here,
Right,
be here." She was
right.
like, "Yeah, Warren, whatever." She was like, "No." Her vision was so much bigger
Yes.
than what initially happened, and I've watched her make that vision come to life in real time.
In real time, yeah.
I told her yesterday I was on a meeting for. I'm in the youth zone section of it, and the meeting had like 9 people on it, and that was just for that section.
Yes.
I don't know that she had 9 volunteers last year.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So, yeah. So you know, the with just even in my role
Mm-hmm.
and in the very name and my title extension, we extend, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so that first year, I really was even new to my position, but I knew that I wanted to get it done. And so coming into the second year, I said, okay, we're first of all we're going to start earlier, and then I'm going to involve more people, and it not just be everything on me. And so yeah, so like you talked about the youth zone. The youth zone is very specific for middle school and high school students to come and get. It's a reality fair, so they will come, and whatever their career choice is, they'll get their paycheck, and then they've got to figure out their housing, their transportation, and all of that. And then yeah, so it's grown considerably, and we're just excited for what's going to happen this particular year.
No, amazing. So I know
Yes.
you had mentioned being new to the position. She didn't know I was going to answer this. What? Tell me about your journey prior to, because I know you had an amazing journey prior to you becoming
Oh,
a part of your position. So share some of that with us.
yeah. So my background is higher ed administration, and so I spent a number of years working at Texas A&M in various student services positions. In service positions, right? And so making sure that individuals were recruited, retained, graduating, and then had some health journeys, some personal journeys or whatever, which actually impacted my passion for financial literacy because I
Understood.
myself was not prepared. When I
That's good.
when I became a widow before the age of 40 with two small children and I didn't have a plan, some things went differently than expected, like what to do with the house, what to do, all those kinds
Yeah.
of things. Didn't have a plan. When I had my health diagnosis, I didn't have health insurance because I wasn't working, and so all of those things impact your financial
Yeah.
well-being or lack of well-being, right? So yeah, so that's my journey. So I grew up in San Antonio. My dad was in the military. I left, hadn't been back after I graduated high school. I hadn't been in San Antonio until 2 years ago.
Oh wow.
I came back. It was supposed to be a temporary life reset. And the first week I was here, I saw this job announcement. I thought, oh, wow, that's like me, God. What? And so it became what was a temporary life reset became a permanent relocation.
No, I love that.
Yeah.
The biggest takeaway that I got from that was that you don't gatekeep, right? And what
Oh
I mean
no.
by that
Yes.
was you could have figured it out for yourself and just held that close to
Yeah.
the cuff, right?
Right. No.
Close to the chest, but you didn't do that. Like
No.
you now literally operate. When I say, I know I say a lot of people work. When I say I
Yeah.
get almost daily emails
Yes.
about her program, and she's doing other things
Yeah.
outside
Yeah.
of
This
just
is
this
one aspect.
program, right?
Yes. Yes.
Like
Yes.
that's just one of the things that she's doing, but it's literally something near and dear to your heart.
Absolutely, and and the thing I've said about this particular position, because I had so-called climbed the ladder and did all those things, the whatever, and
That's why she's a
this
doctor.
this job for me, it's purpose work, and so because of my experiences, I don't want individuals and families, small business owners, because I work with small business owners, to fail, right?
Mhm.
And so if there's something that I can do within my purview, either providing a human resource, a connection, or something, so that they can win, that makes me smile. Yeah.
Understood. So last question, kind of
Okay.
coming here. Um, well, it's kind of a two-part question.
Okay.
If Who is your idea? I say client, because we use the word client a
Mm-hmm.
lot, but who is this like structured for? And then who is the program as well as your actual full totality of your job? And then if someone wants to donate or be a part of it or
Yep.
whatever the case may be, how do they do that?
Okay, okay. So with regards to Stacks and Strategy, it is a community event, family friendly. So we have things I say for the littles, maybe, 5 and up, not baby babies, but 5 and up. And at every stage. So you don't have to have your financial situation together. In fact, if you don't, it's probably even better. And 7 out of 10 people don't have their stuff together. So, let's just keep that real. So if you, it's free, so there's no charge. If you want information on home ownership, retirement planning, learning about life insurance, basic budgeting, understanding credit, all of those topics will be there. The youth zone I already talked about. We'll also have resource partners that are there that'll be doing things like free eye checks, free health screenings and things like that. So you'll get the whole picture that day. So
No, awesome.
yeah.
And then if someone wants to donate or be a part of it, or whatever the case may be.
Right. So the best way for that particular event, if you can just go to the Eventbrite, it's Stacks and Strategy, the number 26.eventbrite.com, or you can just contact me, email fjscott@pvamu.edu. I'll go ahead and give my phone number. I don't have no problem with that. It's 210-457-1908. And just reach out if you're curious about participating, what it is or whatever. It's Saturday the 11th from 10 to 2. It's going to be at the Credit Human on Broadway, 1703 Broadway. Free parking. And if you need transportation, we've got a partnership with VIA. They'll help us find routes for you to get there.
Perfect. Now I know I said this was last question, but I gotta ask this.
Okay.
How you managed to get a number with 1908 in it?
Listen.
How you managed to do that?
You know what? Hey,
she's an AKA.
I'm an AKA. It was a team's number. That was an office number. It's the office number that makes it even more. Whatever, but yes.
Okay, no, that's fair. But no, thank you for all the work that you do in the community.
You. Thank you
for coming out today. We appreciate you for doing it.
Absolutely.
And until next time, it's range, returns, and real estate. Peace.